A 71-year-old man died in his sleep last week. His family found him the next morning, lying peacefully, as if he had just drifted away. To his family, it was sudden and completely unexpected. He seemed healthy the evening before. He had dinner, shared stories, and even joked about how well he slept. But that night turned out to be his last. He had no major illnesses, no warning signs the night before. But what they didn't know, and what doctors later discovered, was that his death could have been prevented. The cause? A combination of seemingly harmless bedtime habits that had quietly taken a toll on his body over the years. Habits that millions of people over 70 are unknowingly following every single night. I know what you're thinking. Could this really happen to me? Am I doing something wrong without even realizing it? Let me ask you this. How often do you wake up feeling tired, groggy, or with random aches? How often do you dismiss these signs, thinking it's just part of aging? The truth is, these are red flags. Your body is trying to tell you something. What makes this story even more heartbreaking is how preventable it all was. A few small adjustments to his nightly routine could have made all the difference. That's why we're here today, to make sure you don't end up as another tragic story. This video will reveal the 7 most dangerous bedtime habits that people over 70 must avoid. Habits that disrupt your sleep, harm your heart, and can lead to serious, even fatal consequences if left unchecked. And these habits are so common that you might already be doing them without realizing their long-term impact. Before we begin, I want you to take a moment and reflect. Have you ever woken up feeling like you didn't even sleep, or found yourself gasping for air in the middle of the night? If yes, comment 1 below. So, are you ready to find out what these dangerous bedtime habits are and how to avoid them? Let's get started. Habit number 1: skipping a wind-down routine. Most people think that as long as they go to bed at a decent hour, they'll get a good night's sleep. But the truth is, what you do in the hour before you sleep is just as important as the sleep itself. Skipping a proper wind-down routine is one of the most overlooked yet dangerous habits, especially for those over 70. Why does this matter? As we age, our bodies take longer to transition from wakefulness to sleep. The stressors of the day, whether it's physical activity, emotional strain, or even the glare of a TV screen, don't just vanish the moment you close your eyes. Instead, they linger, keeping your mind active and your body tense. Without a wind-down routine, you're not allowing your system to settle into the restorative state it needs. I remember talking to a neighbor, a retired school teacher in his 70s, who struggled with constant fatigue. He would go to bed exhausted every night, only to wake up feeling worse. It wasn't until his doctor pointed out his lack of a pre-sleep routine that things started to change. He began incorporating light stretches, dimming the lights an hour before bed, and listening to calming music. Within weeks, his energy improved, and his mornings felt refreshing again. The problem is, many people dismiss the importance of winding down. They watch intense TV dramas, scroll through their phones, or even jump straight into bed after a stressful day. But what you might not know is, this disrupts your body's natural sleep signals. Your brain remains on high alert, and your heart rate stays elevated, increasing the risk of issues like insomnia, irregular heart rhythms, or even nighttime strokes. So, what's the solution? It's simpler than you think. Create a consistent bedtime ritual. Start with turning off bright screens at least an hour before bed. Switch to warm, dim lighting to signal your brain that it's time to relax. Gentle yoga or deep breathing exercises can help release built-up tension, while a warm cup of chamomile tea can soothe your nerves. These small changes prepare your body to transition into sleep naturally, without the risks associated with abruptly crashing into bed. And let me ask you this. When was the last time you truly gave yourself time to unwind before bed? If you can't remember, it might be time to rethink your nighttime habits. Comment 3 below if you already follow a routine, or 4 if this is something you'll start tonight. Your body deserves this care, especially after 70. Remember, this isn't just about better sleep. It's about ensuring your nights don't silently put your mornings at risk. Ready to learn about the next bedtime mistake that could be costing you more than just sleep? Let's move on. Habit number 2, sleeping in the wrong position. It's something we rarely think about, how we position our bodies when we sleep. But believe it or not, the way you sleep can have a profound impact on your health, especially after the age of 70. For some, the wrong sleeping position could even contribute to silent health risks like heart strain, breathing difficulties, or poor circulation. One example comes to mind. A family friend, an active man in his early 70s, always slept on his stomach. He didn't think much of it until he began experiencing persistent neck and back pain, as well as occasional shortness of breath. After consulting a sleep specialist, he learned that his position was compressing his chest and putting strain on his spine, limiting oxygen flow, and affecting his overall recovery during sleep. When you're young, your body can tolerate a lot more, including sleeping in awkward or unhealthy positions. But as you age, the wear and tear on your body becomes less forgiving. Stomach sleeping, for instance, can press against your diaphragm and reduce lung capacity. Sleeping on your right side, while comfortable for some, may also increase pressure on your heart and digestive system. Over time, these small stressors can build up, contributing to long-term health issues. So, what's the ideal position? For most people, sleeping on your left side is considered the healthiest option. This position supports optimal heart function, aids digestion, and promotes better lymphatic drainage. If you suffer from sleep apnea or snoring, elevating your head slightly can also help open your airways, reducing the risk of interrupted breathing at night. For those with back pain, placing a pillow under your knees while sleeping on your back can alleviate strain on the spine. Changing your sleeping position can feel unnatural at first, but it's worth the adjustment. You can start by using supportive pillows to encourage the new position. For instance, a body pillow can help side sleepers maintain their posture without rolling onto their stomachs. Answer me. Have you ever woken up with unexplained aches or a feeling of restlessness despite a full night's sleep? If so, your sleeping position might be the hidden culprit. Comment 5 below if you've experienced this, or 6 if you've never thought about your sleeping posture before now. The way you rest your body at night is crucial, especially in your later years. Don't let something as simple as your position put you at risk when the solution is so easy to implement. Now, let's dive into the third habit, a common mistake that's often disguised as a healthy practice. Habit 3. Taking too many sleep aids. For many seniors, the struggle to fall asleep becomes a nightly battle, and when nothing else seems to work, the solution often comes in the form of sleep aids, whether it's over-the-counter medications, herbal supplements, or prescription drugs. While these options might offer temporary relief, relying on them excessively can do more harm than good. I once met a woman in her late 70s who swore by her nightly sleeping pills. She believed they were the only reason she could sleep at all. But over time, she began noticing side effects: grogginess in the mornings, increased forgetfulness, and even moments of confusion during the day. It wasn't until her doctor explained the long-term risks that she realized the pills were causing more harm than they were solving. The thing is, sleep aids aren't inherently bad. They can be helpful for occasional use, especially during periods of stress or temporary insomnia. However, using them every night can lead to dependency, reduced sleep quality, and even cognitive decline over time. Some medications can alter your sleep architecture, preventing you from entering the deep restorative stages of sleep that your body needs. Moreover, sleep aids can interact negatively with other medications commonly prescribed to older adults, increasing the risk of side effects like dizziness, falls, and memory problems. In the long run, what starts as a quick fix can evolve into a cycle that's difficult to break. So, what's the alternative? Start by addressing the root causes of your sleep issues. Is it anxiety keeping you awake? Stress? Chronic pain? Once you identify the source, you can explore non-medicinal solutions: cognitive behavioral therapy for insomnia, relaxation techniques, or even lifestyle changes like reducing caffeine intake and improving your sleep environment can make a world of difference. If you must use sleep aids, consult with your doctor to ensure you're taking the safest option at the lowest effective dose. And don't hesitate to explore natural remedies like valerian root or melatonin under professional guidance. Now, comment below. Are you currently relying on sleep aids, or do you know someone who does? Share this video with someone you care about. The good news is, improving your sleep doesn't have to come at the cost of your health. Small changes can lead to big results, and your body will thank you for it. Let's move on to the next habit, one that might be sabotaging your sleep in ways you didn't even realize. Habit number 4, eating heavy meals before bed. We've all heard the saying, "You are what you eat." But what most people don't realize is that when you eat can be just as important, especially when it comes to sleep. For many, the late-night snack or heavy dinner is a comforting end to the day. However, eating too close to bedtime or indulging in heavy, rich meals can wreak havoc on your body and sleep quality. Take the story of Mr. Thomas, a 72-year-old man who loved his evening steak dinners. He'd finish his meal just an hour or two before heading to bed. Over time, he started waking up in the middle of the night with acid reflux and discomfort. His doctor explained that his body was working overtime to digest the heavy food, disrupting his natural sleep cycle and leaving him tired and irritable the next day. The science behind it is, when you eat a large or heavy meal, your digestive system has to work harder to process it. This means your body stays active when it should be winding down for rest. Foods high in fat, spice, or acidity can also lead to acid reflux, heartburn, or indigestion, which not only interrupts your sleep, but can also increase your risk of more severe health problems like GERD, gastroesophageal reflux disease. As you age, your digestive system naturally slows down, making it even harder for your body to handle late-night eating. The result? Restless nights, reduced sleep quality, and added strain on your heart and other organs. So, what's the solution? Start by making dinner your lightest meal of the day, and try to finish eating at least 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. Focus on easily digestible foods like lean proteins, steamed vegetables, or whole grains. If you do feel the need for a snack before bed, choose something light, like a banana or a handful of almonds, which can actually promote better sleep. And while alcohol might seem like a relaxing way to end the evening, it's best to avoid it close to bedtime. While it may help you fall asleep faster, it disrupts your REM sleep, the deep, restorative phase of your sleep cycle, leaving you groggy and unrefreshed in the morning. Now tell me, do you often eat late at night, or know someone who does? Comment 7 if this is a habit you're trying to break. Making simple adjustments to your eating schedule and meal choices can have a profound impact on your overall sleep quality and health. Let's move on to the next habit, one that's so common many people don't even realize it's harming them. Habit number 5, using screens. Right before bed, we live in a world dominated by screens, smartphones, tablets, TVs, and computers. For most people, scrolling through social media, watching a movie, or catching up on emails is the last thing they do before bed. It seems harmless, right? But for seniors, this habit can be especially detrimental to both sleep quality and overall health. I remember a conversation with Mrs. Elaine, a vibrant 75-year-old who spent her evenings catching up on her favorite TV shows and checking Facebook. She began noticing that it took her longer and longer to fall asleep, and even when she did, her sleep felt shallow and restless. What she didn't realize was that the blue light from her screens was suppressing her body's production of melatonin, the hormone responsible for regulating sleep. Blue light exposure tricks your brain into thinking it's still daytime, making it harder for your body to transition into sleep mode. This is especially harmful as you age, because melatonin production naturally decreases with time. Prolonged exposure to screens not only delays sleep onset, but also reduces the amount of deep sleep you get, leaving you feeling tired and sluggish the next day. But the effects go beyond sleep. Constant screen time can also strain your eyes, cause headaches, and increase the risk of cognitive decline due to disrupted sleep patterns over time. What can you do to break this habit? Start by establishing a screen-free wind-down routine at least an hour before bed. Replace screen time with relaxing activities like reading a book, meditating, or listening to soothing music. If you must use screens, consider wearing blue light-blocking glasses or using night mode settings to minimize the impact. Let me ask you this: are screens the last thing you see before bed? Comment 8 if this resonates with you, or 9 if you've already adopted a screen-free bedtime routine. Breaking free from screens before bed isn't easy in today's world, but the benefits to your sleep and overall health are undeniable. And now, let's talk about the habit that's often overlooked, but just as important. Habit number 6, drinking water. Before bed. One of the most overlooked bedtime habits is drinking water before heading to bed. Many people do this thinking it's a healthy way to stay hydrated, but for seniors, this seemingly harmless habit can have unintended consequences if not managed carefully. Take the story of Mrs. Evelyn, a 75-year-old retired teacher. She had always prided herself on staying hydrated and made it a habit to drink a glass of water right before bed. But over time, she began noticing a pattern. Her sleep was constantly interrupted by trips to the bathroom. These interruptions weren't just minor inconveniences, they disrupted her sleep cycle, leaving her feeling groggy and irritable the next day. But the question is, what happens when you drink water at night? While hydration is essential for everyone, drinking too much water close to bedtime can lead to frequent nighttime urination, also known as nocturia. This condition affects many older adults due to changes in bladder function and decreased hormone levels that concentrate urine. For someone over 70, repeated disruptions to sleep can significantly impact overall health, from increased fatigue to a higher risk of falls during nighttime trips to the bathroom. The key isn't to avoid water altogether, it's to manage when and how you hydrate. Proper hydration throughout the day is crucial for maintaining energy, supporting kidney function, and promoting healthy skin. However, drinking large amounts of water in the hours leading up to bedtime can backfire. To strike the right balance, try these simple tips. Hydrate. During the day, Make it a priority to drink enough water earlier in the day. Aim for at least 6 to 8 glasses of water spread evenly across your waking hours. This ensures your body stays hydrated without overloading your bladder at night. Limit fluids in the evening. Reduce your fluid intake about 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. This gives your body enough time to process the water and minimize the need for late-night bathroom trips. Monitor your caffeine and alcohol intake. Be mindful of drinks like coffee, tea, or alcohol, which can act as diuretics and increase urine production. Avoid consuming these beverages in the evening to help maintain a restful night's sleep. Stay aware of medical conditions. If you find that even small amounts of water at night lead to frequent urination, consult your doctor. Conditions like an overactive bladder or prostate issues may need to be addressed. Beyond the inconvenience of interrupted sleep, nocturia poses real dangers for older adults. Getting out of bed multiple times a night increases the risk of falls, especially if the bedroom isn't well lit or clutter-free. A single fall can lead to fractures or injuries that have lasting effects on mobility and independence. If you find yourself feeling thirsty at night, consider keeping a small bottle of water by your bedside. Sip it sparingly to avoid overloading your bladder. Additionally, check the humidity levels in your bedroom. Dry air can sometimes lead to a sensation of thirst. A humidifier may help keep your airways and skin hydrated, reducing the need to drink water overnight. This habit may seem small, but its impact on your sleep quality and overall health is profound. Let me ask you, do you find yourself waking up frequently to use the bathroom at night? Comment 10. If this is something you've struggled with, by making small adjustments to when and how you hydrate, you can protect your sleep, your safety, and ultimately, your quality of life. Remember, a restful night's sleep is one of the most powerful tools for staying healthy and energized after 70. With these habits in mind, let's move to the final habit. Habit number 7. Ignoring your bedroom environment. The final bedtime habit that can significantly impact your health after 70 is neglecting the importance of your bedroom environment. Most people don't give it much thought. After all, a bed is a bed, right? But the truth is, the quality of your sleep is heavily influenced by the space you sleep in, and for seniors, an optimal sleep environment is even more critical. Take Mr. George, a 73-year-old who struggled with restless nights for years. He couldn't pinpoint the issue. His health was relatively good, and he followed most of the advice for better sleep. But his room told a different story. His mattress was over a decade old, his curtains let in street light from outside, and his room was either too hot in the summer or freezing in the winter. These small details, which he had ignored for years, were sabotaging his ability to get restful sleep. From this story, what you need to know is, your bedroom should be a sanctuary for sleep, a place where your body feels safe, comfortable, and relaxed. Factors like noise, light, temperature, and even the quality of your bedding all play a role in how well you sleep. As you age, your body becomes more sensitive to pressure points and discomfort. An old, sagging mattress or unsupportive pillows can lead to back pain, stiff joints, and interrupted sleep. A good mattress should support your spine and relieve pressure points, while your pillow should keep your neck in alignment. If your bedding hasn't been updated in over 7 to 10 years, it's time to invest in a new set designed for your specific needs. Memory foam or hybrid mattresses are often great options for seniors, offering both comfort and support. Even a small amount of light in your room can interfere with your body's production of melatonin. This is especially true for older adults who already produce less of this sleep hormone naturally. Blackout curtains or blinds can completely block outside light, and you should avoid leaving electronic devices with bright LED lights in the room. If you need a nightlight, choose one with a warm, dim glow that won't disturb your sleep. Noise disturbances, even minor ones, can pull you out of deep sleep. If you live in a noisy area or have family members who stay up late, consider using earplugs, a white noise machine, or calming nature sounds to drown out unwanted noise. These small adjustments can make a big difference in helping you stay asleep through the night. Your body's temperature naturally drops as you fall asleep, and keeping your room too warm or too cold can interfere with this process. The ideal bedroom temperature for most people is between 60 to 67 degrees Fahrenheit, 15 to 19 degrees Celsius. Seniors, in particular, may need to adjust this range based on their individual comfort levels. Investing in breathable bedding and pajamas can also help regulate your body temperature. An often overlooked factor is the clutter in your room. A cluttered environment can create mental stress, even if you're not consciously aware of it. Keep your bedroom tidy, organized, and free of distractions to create a calming atmosphere that promotes restful sleep. And don't underestimate the power of scent in creating a sleep-friendly environment. Lavender, chamomile, or other calming essential oils can help relax your mind and prepare your body for sleep. A simple diffuser or pillow spray can work wonders in transforming your bedroom into a peaceful retreat. How often do you think about your bedroom environment and its impact on your sleep? Comment 11 if you've already optimized your space, or 12 if this is something you're ready to work on. Your bedroom is more than just a place to rest. It's a foundation for your health and well-being. By creating a sleep-friendly environment, you're not just improving your nights, you're improving your days, too. Now, let's bring all of these habits together and explore how you can implement these changes for a longer, healthier life after 70. As we grow older, it becomes clear that the habits we form play a pivotal role in shaping our health and well-being. The 6 bedtime habits we've discussed today, each seemingly harmless on its own, can have profound consequences over time. From the way we use technology to how we hydrate or unwind, these little actions add up, either working for or against us. But the good news is, change doesn't have to be overwhelming. It starts with awareness. Once you recognize these habits and their impact, taking the first step becomes easier. Adjusting your bedtime routine, even in the smallest ways, can significantly improve your sleep, protect your health, and increase your overall quality of life after 70. Now, I want to hear from you. Which of these habits surprised you the most? Are there any you're already working on or plan to change starting tonight? Share your experience by commenting below. If this video opened your eyes to the importance of bedtime habits, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends or family members who might benefit from this knowledge. It's never too late to make a change together. Your journey toward healthier nights and longer days starts now. Take the first step and watch how even the simplest changes can transform your life after 70.